I was born and raised in Cyrodiil. From a young age I travelled all over the place, moving to every city and slept in every roadside inn. The reason was that my parents were merchants. They owned a caravan and I tagged along. Well, after the Dominion moved in, my parents fled and moved back to Skyrim, but on our way to Bruma, bandits attacked us. They slaughtered everyone. I could do nothing back then, so I ran. I saw their bountiful plunder and the glee in their eyes. I went back to Skyrim and moved in with my uncle. I spent most of my days drinking and farming, taking up cooking when I could. After a decade or so I left for the roads and went exploring my country with a few friends. At some point I wound up at Riverwood, working as a lumberjack. A week later my friends were killed by bandits. I went to investigate the bandit camp and realised something. I realised I no longer wanted to be the weak one. I wanted to be the bandit. To take is something I want. A wild dog ran into the camp. It was quickly killed. I grabbed a knife in the chaos. The crew doesn't need to know that. The gang never gave me anything more than the armour I had. I would only be allowed a weapon if we were raiding a caravan. Chopped some wood for the camp I was going to build. One of the guys just kind of stood next to me while I was doing it. I could feel him breathing on my neck. Never knew a man who wanted to chop wood so badly. Took a wander down into the base. I told Jerry, I think his name is Jerry, to open the gate, but he didn't. Said something about not believing me, so I had to picklock it open. Anyway, after that, I just took some gold and saw the chief. He was just kind of standing there. I was impressed with the mammoth we caught. Some trader was in the pit, so I went to snag the loot for myself. As I left, I set off the tripwire and set Jerry on fire. He was fine. Tough guy he is.
Kill him to get some beer every now and then.
I made the lever and built the supplies for a camp. I was planning to head out, do some hunting or some fishing perhaps.
Fool never saw me pull the ace out of my boot.
Jerry was getting angry at a college. I try not to question him about it. To be honest, these bandits aren't too bad. A bit angry, but we aren't utter psychopaths. Well, most of us aren't anyway. Angela kept nagging me. Probably didn't want me to leave, especially after the last raid. I took a few blows. So me and Jerry set off into the wilderness. Jerry was a bit slow, but he's a good fighter. Stumbled across two bandits pretending to be poachers. They were from our camp, so it was fine. Crafty guys though. I saw a farm. No guards, 2 farmers. Easy pillage, I thought. But we didn't pillage it. Instead, I went to see how they were doing. The guy was very angry at the jesters down the road. I offered to turn him into the guard.
Maybe you missed the demented little man in the jester scarf down by the road. Goes by the name of Cicero.
That's when it started. A whole line of Imperial dogs that drew their bows and engaged with a small party of Stormcloaks. Massacred them all. But then, a whole new wave of Stormcloaks showed up, outnumbering the Imperials. It was a mess. Me and Jerry just stood there and watched. I looted a bunch of the corpses for armor and weapons I could sell. Jerry carried most of the stuff. well, thank you for watching. Subscribe and like if you enjoyed the content today. I will make sure to keep uploading to this series if people enjoy it. And thanks for watching. Have a good one.